மாணவர்களின் சிந்தனைகளை வடிவமைக்க SNS Institutions கோவை.
ஒரு பிக்சர்ல ஒரு t-shirt போட்டுட்டு சின்ன ஷார்ட் போட்டிருந்தேன். You can't see the shorts. Okay. So I knew the moment I put this யாரோ வந்து சொல்ல போறாங்க பேண்ட் எங்க இது எங்க. You look good, you dance well, you perform well. ஆனா எதுக்கு பெரிய ஹீரோஸோட உங்களுக்கு இது கிடைக்கல, வாய்ப்பு கிடைக்கல. And she made this cake where it's, if you look at it, ஒரு normal cake இருக்கும். Suddenly ஒரு button press பண்ணா அப்படியே டொப்புன்னு one thing will come out. ஹீரோனுக்கு ஆக்ட்ரஸ்க்கு நிறைய டிஃபரன்ஸ் இருக்கும். ஹீரோயின். But no.
I can think of my very first one which I had in second standard was a Malayalam actor called Kunjako Boban.
ஹாய் எல்லாருக்குமே சினிமா விகடன் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கீங்க. நான் உங்கள் விஜய் கல்யாணி. ஸோ இன்னைக்கு யார் கூட பேச போகிறோம் அப்படின்னா ஃபேண்டாஸ்டிக் ஆக்டர்ஸ் அண்ட் ஃபேபுலஸ் விமன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாம். We have Regina Cassandra and Aparna Balamurali. So two feelings-ஆக இருக்கு. So how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. So Fingertip season 2ல வந்து ரெண்டு பேரும் நடிச்சிருக்கீங்க. So how is that feel?
Jonathan.
So unfortunately we haven't had a very good time. I mean we haven't got scenes illama avlo time spend panna mudiyala.
Irukku ana illa.
Ama andha madri irukku, like shooting time la we couldn't spend a lot of time, but now only I'm getting to talk to her properly. Abdi irukku, but irunalo you know the cast, the artists vande ivlo beautiful set of artists irukku Fingertip la. So I think it was a very fortunate flow for all of us to get together, even if it's not in combinations. And the full screen la vanda neriya very talented artists irukum ungalku paaka mudiyum.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, firstly I'm really happy that இந்த மாதிரி real topics எடுத்து ஒரு நல்ல commercial thriller vibe add பண்ணி Shivakar has brought this out to the public. Fingertip 1 itself was very ஒரு social awareness. ஒரு அது பார்த்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் you have this thought, like when you start thinking about it, it makes you socially conscious. ஒரு awareness create பண்ணி it's nice to, as an actor, to be a part of this change. ஏன்னா இந்த நம்ம இருக்கிற இப்போ இந்த டிஜிட்டல் வேர்ல்டுல there's a lot going on, and how do you stay safe, how do you do these things. So அந்த விஷயம் எடுத்து I'm really glad to see, like even like Aparna said, we have a lot of talented people playing these roles also, so it's very interesting to be a part of this.
Okay, very nice, and it's really good to be seeing two heroines talking and complimenting each other. And ஒரு விஷயம் எப்பவுமே there is a talk in the media and you guys are breaking it ன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். And we are really looking forward to see the series, and already Fingertip season 1 நான் பார்த்திருக்கேன். So when the script came to you, நீங்க பார்த்துட்டு தான் ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ணீங்களா இல்ல சொன்னதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் பார்த்தீங்களா? How was that?
Actually Shivakar had sent me Fingertip 1, but it was all quick, so I didn't have the time to watch the whole thing. But partly we'll understand what he's trying to convey. But even without that, Fingertip 2 la irukra and the script la we understand what he is trying to convey and how beautifully he has written all the stories. It links all a lot of stories together into this one particular thing. And I think on the script podum for us to commit to Fingertip 2
project. Okay, so Shivakar வந்து direct பண்ணிருக்காங்க. Already Prasanna sir வந்து cast and crew ல இருக்காங்க. அதை தாண்டி we have beautiful technicians. So few words about them.
I must talk about a DOP Prasanna. ஏன்னா எனக்கு படத்துல I have prosthetics for about 80% of my character.
Okay.
And first day and the prosthetics எல்லாம் போட்டுட்டு everyone was very excited. 2 hours நான் spend பண்ண prosthetics போடுறதுக்கு. ஏன்னா it was the first day of getting into the whole thing and all of that. But Prasanna was so good. Scene capture பண்றது இதுல we also had to make sure that ஒரு பக்கம் பார்க்க கூடாது. ஏன்னா it was a little off அந்த நாள் prosthetics. என்ன இது பண்ணாலும் it was still like கொஞ்சம் problems இருந்துச்சு. So at that moment your technicians are the ones who have to help இல்லையா. And I think he captured the scene itself so beautifully without knowing that okay fine we're trying to hide something. The audience will not know. So it's very important for the technicians to work together. Sometimes they your DOP will set up the camera. It's not clashes. The DOP will set up the camera, and as an actor, sometimes it's difficult to give your spaces and all of that, because they'll be like, inga pogadinga, anga pogadinga, and then it becomes very constricted. So it was nice that Prasanna worked with our issues and with everything.
I think, and it's not just that, most of them won't understand the time, you know, you take to get ready. Especially for her with a makeup like that, most of the people would have been like, okay, she's taking a lot of time. அந்த மாதிரி conclusionsக்கு வரது ரொம்ப easy. But this crew was so much like at home that we had a freedom to, you know, get ready, you know, prepare ourselves and then come act. And all of a young team irundhathu, so we all had fun shooting it more than anything else. I think that was very important.
And all the technicians, including the ADs and everyone, and even Deena sir has given some really good this thing from the trailer. You know, idu paakala, press ellarum paathirukanga.
நீங்க பார்க்கலையா?
இன்னும் பார்க்கலங்க. நாங்க இத பண்றோம். So we'll watch it June 17th தானே பார்க்கலாம். But I heard that he's given a great score also, like idu show kaga. And yeah.
Okay. Nice. And I have another question, like Regina Pati sonno appadina 2005 you came into cinema, so it's like 17 years of your journey and 32 plus films அப்படினா சொல்லலாம். But Anna, have you ever felt that journey could have been little more better அப்படினு என்னைக்காச்சும் தோணிருக்கா?
First, that's the best part about life, I think.
Okay.
There was a point in வாழ்க்கையில, my career, there was a point where எல்லாரும் வந்து, in fact இன்னைக்கு someone was telling, not in Netha, someone was telling me how அவங்க ரொம்ப நல்லா நடிப்பாங்க, ஆனா ஏன் இவ்ளோ சக்சஸ் கிடைக்கல அவங்களுக்கு. This statement I think has been in everyone's mind and on everyone's lips as well, though அவங்களும் okay. And that's something I have been asked. எல்லாரும் என்ன வந்து கேட்பாங்க, நீங்க நல்லதானே நடிப்பீங்க, you look good, you dance well, you perform well, ஆனா எதுக்கு பெரிய ஹீரோஸோட உங்களுக்கு இது கிடைக்கல, வாய்ப்பு கிடைக்கல? என்கிட்ட ஆன்சர் பதில் இல்ல. நீங்க மேக்கர்ஸ் கிட்ட கேளுங்க, ப்ரொடியூசர்ஸ் கிட்ட கேளுங்க. At one point this question, maybe 2015-16 la, it started affecting me.
Okay.
எதுக்கு நான் எனக்கு என்னோட இல்ல என்ன கம்மி இருக்கு, what am I lacking to be there? So there was this point for a year at least, and I decided that I'll stop doing films. But that's the beauty of life, you know. You can decide that you might want to stop, but you will not be able.
It keeps us going.
Illaya. And I'm so glad that it was only a thought, Appo, and I did not work on the thought, because I love acting, I love my job, I love what I'm doing, and I think people's definition of success is very warped na. It's very
constructed to a specific
idhaan success, idu panna idhaan success. And one thing I have learned through this journey is that everyone's journey is different. உங்களுக்கு 5 வருஷம் ஆகும் இது பண்றதுக்கு, எனக்கு 1 வருஷம் தான் ஆகும் பண்றதுக்கு. I think the moment people understand that, understanding விட தின்னோ, like how you brush your teeth, தின்னோ ஏஞ்சும்போது you need to think, my journey is different, it's going to be like this, and I love it now. It's very beautiful. I appreciate everything that I've gone through in life, whether there was good, the bad or the ugly. I'm able to sit here today and actually talk about it without feeling like ayyo enakku ipdi aachuna. It's yes.
And உங்களுடைய படங்கள் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ரா அண்ட் ராட்னா வந்து சூரியரை போட்டு பார்த்தோம்னா, நாஜி பாலாஜி அவர்கிட்ட கேட்கும்போது கூட ஒரு சிட்டி கேர்ளா இல்ல ஒரு டிஃப்ரெண்டான ஸ்பேஸ்ல வந்து அப்பர்ணாவை பார்க்கலாம் அப்படின்னு சொன்னாங்க. ஸோ வாட் கேன் வி எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் ஃப்ரம் திஸ் சீரீஸ்? ஃபிங்கர்டிப்ல எப்படி உங்களை பார்க்கலாம்?
ஃபிங்கர்டிப்ல ஐம் டூயிங் கேரக்டர் ஆஃப் சைக்காலஜிஸ்ட் வந்து கொஞ்சம் சீரியஸா, இட்ஸ் லைக் தட் ஒன்லி. பட் மோர் ஓவர் தட் ஐ திங்க் what I felt is to show audience how important it is to have a psychologist and to talk to a psychologist.
Okay.
Especially nowadays, and especially with the topic we're dealing in Fingertip, it's like social media la irukra and the negativity nala neriya per, a lot of people are going through depression, and especially after, you know, during the pandemic we were at home and everyone were using this platform to, you know, somehow just to
Put down
create
people,
negativity.
yeah.
Put down people, talk bad about them, because they don't have to show their faces at all.
Anonymity.
Yeah, that actually has affected a lot of people, and it is so important that we talk to someone like this, a professional clinical psychologist. And I think that I was very much fortunate to do the character in Fingertip, because I feel ippo kuda people have never realized the importance of actually going and talking to a psychologist if you have a serious issue. So that is actually a very huge part I felt like I'm playing in Fingertip. Yeah.
Okay, I think ஒரு ஸ்வீட்டான சைக்காலஜிஸ்ட் பார்க்க போறோம்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Fingertip. And உங்களுடைய characterization in this series?
I play an actress. My name's Priya in the film, in the show. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, and ஒரு ஆக்ட்ரஸோட லைஃப்ல see to get negative comments. இப்போ நான் ஒரு இது பண்ணேன் Z5 காக, we were reading all the சும்மா as a content create பண்றதுக்கு they made me read all the bad comments on my post. They made you do it as well. Okay, so they made me read. Okay,
So you're happy mutually that both of you got to do it. Okay.
no, but the thing is எனக்கு சிரிப்பா வரும் இது பாக்கும்போது. I'm always laughing. யாரோ ஒரு வாட்டி I'm armpits fan ன்னு போட்டிருக்காங்க.
Okay.
Yeah, right. But I find it funny because I'm like, இதெல்லாம் போடுறாங்களா? So every time I read something, I'm laughing. யாரோ ஓகே சட்டை நல்லா இருக்கு ஆனா பேண்ட் எங்க இருக்கு அந்த மாதிரி போடுவாங்க. So see, the thing is, again, it's all about awareness. நான் ஒரு பிக்சர் போடும்போதுன்னா I know exactly. நான் அந்த ஒரு பிக்சர்ல ஒரு டிஷர்ட் போட்டுட்டு சின்ன ஷார்ட்ஸ் போட்டிருந்தேன். You can't see the shorts. Okay. So I knew the moment I put this, யாரோ வந்து சொல்ல போறாங்க பேண்ட் எங்க இது எங்க அது எங்கன்னு. It's a part and parcel of everything in life. Okay. You don't have to just be an actor to
Come and justify things.
But as Priya, she's someone who gets affected by these comments, someone who is insecure. And it was very interesting to play. எனக்கு ஏன் இந்த கேரக்டர் பிடிச்சிச்சுன்னா, because generally as a hero you're playing someone who is good at everything, beautiful, always perfect, always in the mari. She likes kids. அப்படியே ஒரு laughing shot இருக்கும், ஒரு pretty shot இருக்கும், இந்த shot இருக்கும், and she's smart, class oda first class oda she'll pass. So it's very nice to play a character that had insecurities and lot of flaws.
Okay.
Not aware of it, getting caught up in a world that she shouldn't be getting caught up in. It's easy to play a bold person. I'm great. But it's very interesting to play someone who is not that. To get into that skin was very very interesting for me.
And I'm glad that Shivakar actually took an actress as one of the characters, because people tend to see like, okay, you have all the luxury, why do you have to feel so bad, why do you have to feel so insecure? That question is there always. We go through a lot of emotions like any other human being, is something people forget to realize. And even the same thing I was asked as celebrities and as normal people. So if you are getting those comments, what normal people, celebrities,
we're also normal
people. We're human beings. So that people tend to forget, and I'm so happy that he actually selected an actor for
doing these roles.
I mean, as in she's doing as an actress itself, and it's so important for people to know what an actor is going through their life.
நல்லா பாடுவீங்கன்னு எங்களுக்கு தெரியும், தொடர்ந்து ஃபிலிம்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கீங்க. பட் எப்ப படத்துல பாடுவீங்க? when can we see that?
Actually, I've sung in one of my movies, எட்டு தோட்டாக்கள் மூவில நான் ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு பாட்டு பாடி இருக்கு. But I'm looking forward to sing in more movies, and I actually have to take lazy allama konjam practice பண்ணனும். அது I have to actually take the effort. So yeah, I'm looking forward to do that more.
Okay, singing and acting, இது ரெண்டுத்துல ஏதாவது ஒன்னு தான் சூஸ் பண்ணுவோம். if a film is given அப்படினா எது சூஸ்?
அதான் ஏற்கனவே ஆக்டிங் சூஸ் பண்ணிருக்காங்க.
இல்ல, but I think like singing அவங்களுக்கான opportunities வந்து அவங்க பார்த்துட்டே தான் இருக்காங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Because when we see our Instagram, we can find that. So
the thing is, my family is completely into music. My dad and mom are singers. They're into music, completely into music. So music runs in the family. And I'm a person, because I have had the facility, I told I don't want music, I want dance. I ran to learn dance in my second standard. So since then I've been lazy about practicing and all those things. But because I have that in my genes, my parents felt like I had to be trained, and that's how I reached till here. But acting is one thing which actually gave me an opening to singing also as a playback singer in Malayalam. So I think, yeah, singing, if I get, I'll be grateful, for that opportunity. But acting is something I really was blessed with in the first place. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Acting, singing, எல்லாமே பண்ணுங்க. எல்லாமே பார்க்கறதுக்கு I think your fans will be really ready. And I have another question to Regina. Is that like உங்களுடைய OTT-ல வந்து, I mean, நிறைய streams-ல OTT-ல உங்களை பார்த்துட்டே இருக்கோம். தொடர்ந்து back to back. When can we see your films in theatre? What are your lineups?
I actually have quite a few films, but the producers don't know release panna poranga. There's Border in Tamil and Flashback and Surupanagai and Karangapiyam and Telugu la Sakini Dakini. Yeah, and also Surupanagai in Telugu Nenena. So yeah,
நிறைய இருக்கு, but ஆனா எப்ப ரிலீஸ்
இதெல்லாம் theatrical release னு சொல்றாங்க, but I don't know, we'll have to see.
Okay. And உங்களுக்கு when we see your films, இப்ப நீங்க பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கக்கூடிய quite a numbers are like நிறைய கதை பார்த்து சூஸ் பண்ற மாதிரியே இருக்கு. ஸோ நீங்க ரொம்ப பர்டிகுலரா கதை பார்த்து சூஸ் பண்ணீங்களா, இல்லை கேரக்டர்ஸ் பார்த்து சூஸ் பண்ணீங்களா, இல்லை ஸ்பேஸ் இந்த ஃபிலிம் பார்த்து சூஸ் பண்ணீங்களா? ஸோ how is that?
Yeah, more than space and screen time, எனக்கு என்னன்னா, even after getting out of the theatre, people should talk about my character, or there should be something they can relate to about my character. So I think that is very important as an actor. To choose a script where because after Bommi, a lot of people who have been like doing nothing, who has the potential to do a lot of things, they've been like, I've always wanted to do this, I've always wanted to become independent, I wanted to become one bakery நடத்துற பொண்ணு மாதிரி இருக்கணும், பொம்மி மாதிரி இருக்கணும், அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய I've heard. So I think when you represent a category, or when you feel like people can relate to you, I think that's where I feel like choosing the script.
Okay. And நீங்க முன்னாடி சொல்லிருந்தீங்க லைக் வந்து there is always an understatement stating like நான் வந்து commercial films பண்ணல, பெரிய பெரிய ஹீரோஸோட பண்ணலன்னு that keeps running அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருந்தீங்க. Now we have to ask you something like நீங்க வந்து அப்படி பண்ணல, அதெல்லாம் தாண்டி நடுவுல you started doing antagonist roles இல்லையா? So is it because you were pushed to do that, or is it because you chose the film?
First of all, the thought doesn't run anymore.
Okay.
But when every time நிறைய பேர் questions and the same question கேட்பாங்க, எதுக்கு என்ன ஆச்சு. And I honestly don't have an answer, and I was never pushed to do anything. Even acting could have just happened. Like I started acting when I was in the 4th standard. Ads alla pannit irundha, did a lot of modeling. It really just happened. First Telugu padam also happened only because of the short films that I did. And I think everything happens for a reason. To actually play an antagonist role, I'm so glad that the filmmakers who did the film saw me and saw that I could play that, which means I feel like as an actress I've proved myself. So whether I become a star, that big a star that everyone expects of me to become, it's not in my hands. So I'll do whatever comes to me, and it was I'm really glad, and I have so much gratitude in my heart when I say this, that I'm so glad that the filmmakers could see me portray an antagonist, a druggie, like on ஒரு படம் வந்துச்சு தெலுங்குல, where I shaved my hair and I had cornrows.
Yeah, I've seen that movie.
So and I had tattoo, or full arm tattoo, back tattoo, leg tattoo.
Swaggy.
Yeah, full swag and சொல்ல கூடாது. I feel like it spoils the character. But someone who who's like a proper drug addict. Like jabbing alla pandrathu, so to see me being able to play that role is, I'm so grateful to these directors, and I will keep doing things, because right from the beginning, I remember from 2011 itself, when I started thinking more about what I want to be as an actor, I always thought I should be versatile. So whether I was doing a commercial film, or whether I was doing a documentary, or whether I was doing something for OTT, or whether I was doing a web series, it didn't matter. It had to have substance.
Okay, nice. I was supposed to ask this question because there is always a thought in people's mind like ஒருத்தங்க வந்து ஒரு antagonist role பண்றாங்க அப்படின்னா it is because they are not given enough chances அப்படின்னு இருக்கு. But today I think there are a lot of people breaking out things like
I think that's just a myth.
I think that's because people see it, like how she said, people see the potential and the kind of versatile actor you are. Because of that, I think if I was given something like that, I would have felt so blessed, because to try something different, this is what we've given, this is the platform, space we are in, and if we are given something different, I think that's because they see the potential in us. Because illana it'll be like you've been typecast.
And also it's a lack of awareness. Like
Yeah.
if generally அவங்க heroine ன்னு சொல்வாங்க. It's not just heroine. Why can't you say actress? ஹீரோனுக்கு ஆக்ட்ரஸ்க்கு நிறைய டிஃபரன்ஸ் இருக்கும். பட் we tend எல்லாரும் சும்மா ஏன்னா ஹீரோயின் but no, it's not that. I could be anybody. I'm an actor and I want to be anybody. I could play an anchor tomorrow. இல்லையா?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I think people's perspective மாறணும் and slowly அது will change.
Like there are people who are accepting, there are also people who are not accepting, and they have to understand like versatility is about being an actor.
Like Ramya ma'am, when she was in her prime, this thing she did Padiyappanam.
Yeah.
So you can't say that you're not getting, because you're not getting roles, you're doing it. I mean, I think she's the best example for me I could think of Ipo.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So நிறைய questions கேட்டாச்சு. Now I want you guys to answer to a segment which is called Make It Simple with Regina and Aparna. Shall we start?
Yes.
Shall we make it simple?
Yes.
Okay. Now ஒரு set of questions வச்சிருக்கேன். So அதுக்கு rapid-ஆ நீங்க answer பண்ணணும். Yeah. So உங்களுடைய spare timeல what do you wish to do, both of you?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Nothing is a very good answer. I would also, if I start watching a series, I'll just get hooked onto it. Again, sit and
Binge
watch.
watching.
Binge watch.
Okay. Your celebrity crush. No celebrity crush.
I have a lot of, crushes, but I like a lot of people.
Any one if you can.
I can't think of one.
Okay. Your celebrity
I can
crush.
think of my very first one, which I had in second standard, was a Malayalam actor called Kunjako Boban.
Okay. Okay. If you have to change your name, என்னமா change பண்ணுவீங்க?
I love my name. My name means queen. I don't think I can get a better name than Regina, and I'm so glad இப்போ ஒரு படம் வருது என் பேர்ல. So at least now finally instead of Regina everything they call me Regina.
Regina. Okay. உங்களுக்கும் no point.
எதுக்கு?
ஒரு chance கொடுத்தா
We tried actually, because there were a lot of Aparnas when I came to this movie Malayalam. Like people suggested, why don't you change my name? I was like, come on, I can't hear anything else other than Aparna in my ears.
so many years அதை கேட்டு
that's
I'm very
part of
content
your
with my
identity.
name. Yeah. Actually, I'll give you some information. I was born a Muslim, so first name பேர் Regina.
Okay.
6 வருஷத்துக்கு அப்புறம், like after I was 6 years old, I got converted. I was baptized to a Christian.
Okay.
And now it's Regina.
Okay. And then Cassandra came along.
Cassandra, my mum added one name. அதுவும் என் பேர் தான். I don't use a surname. So Regina Cassandra is my name.
Okay, nice. The next question. What's your annoying habit?
Mine is annoying habit. What is my
கொஞ்சம்
annoying?
irritating
My irritating, which
ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் கொடுங்க.
I love to irritate people. சும்மா போய் சண்டை போட்டு அந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் பண்ணுவேன்.
So if I'm in a bad mood, if I'm in a bad mood, I tend to irritate my friends.
If you're even in a good mood, if you have to irritate your friends, that's all there.
Then I say all these, mokka jokes where they can't even laugh, but I'll make them,
You have any mokka joke for us?
situational one. So appa I'll be like இப்படி ஏதாவது like something sounding similar ஏதாவது I'll say, and everyone will yell, please pa, we need a break from you.
Okay.
I don't know.
You don't have any annoying habit at all?
அது என்ன கேட்டிங்கன்னா எப்படி?
இல்ல உங்களுக்கு தெரியும்ல, sometimes இது போய் பண்ணா irritate ஆகும், அதனால சும்மா பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னு ஏதாவது?
I can't think of anything. நிஜமாவே I can't think.
Okay, nice.
கிரியேட்டிவா ஒண்ணுமே யோசிக்க முடியாது.
Okay. In your free time, where would you like to visit if you have to go for some touring அந்த மாதிரினா?
I love the beach, but I also love the mountains. So எனக்கு ரெண்டுமே ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும்.
Beach or mountain?
But adventure இருக்கணும்.
Okay. உங்களுக்கு?
For me, I have a cafe in Cochin. Free time na anga.
What's it called?
Tonico Cafe.
Tonico.
But சொன்னீங்க your fans will be there, no?
See, fans கூட இருக்க மாட்டாங்க. They must have, they must have been tired of seeing me there. So when it's like free, if I'm there in Kochi, by 5-6 we'll be there. அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும்.
Okay, fans நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்கப்பா. Next time 5 or 6.
ஏன் இப்படி பண்றீங்க?
She's being peaceful. Okay. If you weren't famous, what
annoying habit வெளியில வந்துச்சு.
Okay. If you weren't famous, what would you be right now?
Psychologist. Criminal psychologist.
What if
If you weren't famous, இப்ப என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருந்திருப்பீங்க?
I would have been an architect. I've already learned, finished architecture, so definitely architect.
Okay, done. What would you like remembered about you?
Versatility.
As an actor.
As an actor தானே, as human being.
As human being, as an actor.
அப்போ obviously answer humility.
Humility. Okay.
I generally have the same, which I got it from my mother to, if a person is in need of help, no matter who that person is, no matter what we have towards that person, be it, you might even have a grudge towards that person, but if that person is in need, I would love to be there for that person. So that I actually got it from my mother. So I hope I can, tolerate and, I can actually be that kind of person where when a person is in need of help, I can be there.
So best surprise in your life that had ever happened? ரொம்ப யோசிக்கிறாங்க, டிஃபிகல்ட்டான ஏதாவது கொஸ்டின் கேட்டேனா, யோசிக்கிற மாதிரி கொஸ்டின் கேட்டேனா?
For me, it's Suriya Potra.
Suriya Potra. That's a surprise for you.
Yeah, it was a huge surprise for me.
Okay. For you?
Maybe someone should surprise me. I'll
come and surprise you. இப்படி சொல்லிட்டீங்க, your fans all will come.
அவங்களுக்கு படம் வந்துச்சு சர்ப்ரைஸா எனக்கு.
பர்சனலா இருக்கல?
Personally, I have been birthdays I have been surprised, and once in the show, show release ஆச்சு. In fact, I'm not big into celebrating.
Okay.
ரொம்ப கம்மியா செலிப்ரேட் பண்ணுவேன், especially celebrate my work ன்னு சொல்றேன்.
Okay.
நான் பண்ணிட்டு I'm happy doing it and then I'm moving on to the next thing. Always என் வாழ்க்கையில அப்படி ஆச்சு. But only in the pandemicல மட்டும்தான் I sat down and I was like, இவ்வளவு படங்கள் பண்ணியிருக்கோம், ஓஹோ இப்படி பண்ணியிருக்கோம். I finally took stock of it. I was always running from one thing to the other. But for this show that I did called Rocket Boys, Sony Live la vanduchu. I didn't even know, but my friends were so excited. It was my first Hindi show and all of that.
Okay.
So avanga terrace mela they've made this entire setup. Yeah, like all these lights, and then they had a cake. So my friend, she owns this bakery. It's called Mug Cakes.
Okay.
And she makes the best cakes. எது வேணாலும் பண்ணி கொடுப்பாங்க. Okay, and she made this cake where it's, if you look at it, ஒரு normal cake இருக்கும். Suddenly ஒரு button press பண்ணா அப்படியே டப்புன்னு one thing will come out.
Okay.
Yeah, so and the Rocket Boys, it's about science, and it's about Vikram Sarabhai who sent the first Indian to send a rocket into space and all. So அந்த theme எடுத்துட்டு she made one cake where comes out like a rocket and stuff like that. So I thought that was very sweet.
ஓகே, இவங்க பேசும்போது அவங்களோட எனர்ஜி அப்படியே என்குள்ள வந்து எனக்கு கையெல்லாம் டான்ஸ் ஆடணும்னு தோணுது. That kind of an energy you carry. But yes, we have made it simple for you. So that's how we are done with this segment. And before we wind up, I just wanted to badly see the reaction. எப்பவுமே we have always, the recent அந்த films எல்லாம் உங்களுடைய அந்த ஒரு ஸ்டாரர் லுக் ஒன்று கொடுப்பீங்க. அது ஐ திங்க் உங்களோட இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் காமெண்ட்ஸ் பார்க்கும்போது கூட நிறைய பேர் மென்ஷன் பண்ணியிருந்தாங்க. ஸோ ஒரு வாட்டி கேமரா பார்த்து அதை பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா
என்ன பண்ணணும்,
அப்படியே ஒரு லுக் கொடுப்பீங்க, ஒரு கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ஒரு ஆன்டகனிஸ்ட் ஒரு லுக் கொடுப்பீங்க. That look, yeah, badly wanted to see. Really nice to see, she's getting into the mood.
Suddenly she opened her head. Okay.
Yes, so kandipa Z5 la Fingertip season 2 பாருங்க. Thank you
Kalyani.
Thank you.
மாணவர்களின் சிந்தனைகளை வடிவமைக்க SNS இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ஸ், மாணவர்களின் தனித்திறமைகளை மேம்படுத்த SNS இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ஸ், மாணவர்களின் சாதனைகளை போற்றும் SNS இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ஸ் கோவை.